Welcome everyone to the stream slash episode 2, whatever you want to call it. I am in fact streaming this right now, while also recording it because why not? So if you hear me talking to myself, I'm actually talking to a chat that I have going on during this live stream, so ignore that. Also, speaking of which, Shane, the reason the bot's been broken for quite a while. I don't know. I think it's been broken since like the 15th, but you know, is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and start working towards the LVCEF, which is gonna get us into our power. First of all, I think what I should do is I went out and while I was testing things, I got some quartz, which I got some quartz, I got some chrome, which is going to be really useful because chrome is really annoying to make. You get that from electrolyzing ruby dust, and you can either get that from electrolyzing redstone, which is really expensive. I did that my first time playing through this. Would not recommend doing that. Takes forever, but yeah, I guess that is one way to do it if that so suits your needs. But and I need to get rid of the unnecessary things in my inventory right now. So we need a little bit more of the conductive iron, I think. It's the move here. So yeah, I'm kind of regretting tossing out all of that stone earlier, but whatever. I'll do probably 2 things of cobblestone. Also, is there anyone here? Nope, just me. Me on my own little private server. Imagine. I have no idea why I have tin there, but it is what it is. I don't need those saved anymore since I have those able to clickable craft over here. And I gotta make sure to save those. But I think things are great. My brain does not hurt anymore. So I think we can record in peace. Dang, imagine joining, Laura. So let's see. I got that much iron dust. There's half a stack of the conductive iron. Oh no. Oh no. I don't even want to know. So I think we just gotta wait for this. Actually, you know what? Nah. I don't trust you, Laura. So yeah, we're just gonna continue doing this. No worries. No. I don't know if I trust you, Laura. So let me remember. Okay. So the way that you do these is you have your CEFs, right? And depending on how many item slots they have, so it's asking me to either make the 16 times or the 4 times. We're gonna have to make the 4 times right now. Like there's no way around that. With the 4 times, that can output 4 amps, which means that it can supply 4 machines. Or later on, there's something different. But hey, listen, I can see you, Shade. I can see you. I see your plots against me. But so 4 amps means you can power 4 what's it called? Machines. And the only difference is that any sort of input, which will be for the multi-blocks later, those take 2 amps a piece rather than 1 amp. So you also may think, okay, well, can I just use 1 times if I just want to have 1 machine connected right now and then upgrade them to 4 times later? Yeah, no, you can't do that. If you connect anything below 4 for a 4 times CEF, it will blow up the cables. If you connect anything lower than a 16 times, which is the highest you can make, to a 16 times CEF, those cables will blow up. So, yeah, would not recommend doing that. But this is how you make your cables. That's kind of concerning. So you just like recursive craft and you should be able to make them. I don't know. Yeah, you can craft them back too if you want. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So you with these steam dynamos right here make RF rather than fine. I can't do that anymore. So with your steam dynamos, you can see right here that we output 40 RF per tick. If you look into the quest book, you can see that you need EU per tick, and they run off of EU per tick, which this shows you the conversion ratio, which is 4 RF to 1 EU. So 100 becomes 25, or 4 becomes 1. So we'll have to do a little bit of big brain math in the future, but just know that with an LV CEF, in order to fully power that, you'll need to have, and to fully power one machine overclocked, you'll have to have at least 248 RF per tick. Good job, Laura. I'll accept it now. So, anyways, we got our 4 times whatever it's called cables, but we need more, which are right here, in order to make the CEF. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff ready for making the CEF. We basically have everything ready to go, but I'm gonna do some of this really easy recursive crafting and see what Laura's trying to do, blah blah blah, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, let's do that. So let's set up our first thing of power here. So all I'm doing right now is setting that up to extract, that to insert. This is going to start filling this up with water. And right now, we're going to want to plan out, it's going to take us some more conduits, but we're going to want to plan out a tiny bit for how we want to set up our next tier of power, which will use 2 sets of those dynamos. So I'm going to make JK. I'm not going to make more conductive iron wire things, conduits, because I don't have conductive iron. In fact, I need more iron. I am not really lacking in right now, so it's okay. Just throw a whole entire stack in there and we're good to go. So let's see. So we got that done. This one is going to say yes. Also, this is just explaining how amps work, etc. It also is saying to use cables as opposed to wires. So don't use these, otherwise they can zap you and kill you potentially. So that's fun. A flux capacitor. You know, that is a pretty good idea if I'm going to have a, what's it called? I'm gonna be using this thing right here, the ender. Man, Maybe my brain isn't working, but it's whatever. So yeah, this is just telling you can change things with a wrench, and it's saying, hey, you should do a crescent hammer. We already made one of those last time, but there we go. I'm gonna collect this stuff really quick. I really should make some fuel catalyzers, but they're really expensive right now. So I'll suffer a little bit early for those. So I need 4 per. So I need to use half a stack to make 16 of these to make the wires. This is gonna get a lot cheaper in just 1 second as soon as I make these. So I need more tin cables. Hey, look, there's Moo. I actually need 2 more. So we have 2 of those, or 6 of these, to turn into 6 wires. And should probably do something about this in a second. I'm gonna put my CEF right here, and then start putting the cables like so. Yeah, I can see it come into plan. So it's gonna be terrible in the sense that I have to use so much of my redstone for this part. So you craft those with 4 iron apiece, or 4 redstone apiece, the iron rods. You slap those in there, and boom, 4 electric motors. All that effort for 4 of those things. I need like a stack of those just to like live my life peacefully. So, if you go into here, you can see how much energy everything makes. 1 piece of coal makes 24,000 RF, and 1 piece of sugarcane makes 3,000 RF. However, there's this thing called SNAD, which I'll get more into that later. But once you make SNAD, you're growing infinite sugarcane, and it's super fast. And I'll show you the way. I'll show you the good way of using SNAD to make infinite sugar canes. It's pretty great. So let's see here. I need to make this 1 circuit still. And in order to make that 1 circuit, I need tons of paper. Done. Easy. Get that. I need more of the or actually no, I don't even really need that. I do, however, need more red alloy. So I will just make 2, because once I make these 2, I will never have to craft these ever again. At least like this. So slap that in there, slap that with some rubber. Boom. Last circuit. Go over here. And wire mill. Very nice. So for right now, I don't mind making just really quick 2 more of this conductive iron. Actually, you know what? I'll use 1 piece of coal as to not be inefficient with my coal and resources. And I'm gonna need more of the conductive iron anyways. What am I watching? Okay. Interesting. But whatever. Cool. So we got these, which will turn into conductive iron wires, which combined with conduits binding again will make the fancy conductive iron energy conduits. Yay! More power cabling. So I'm going to throw that right there. This will start getting power. And I will throw some sugarcane right there. And throw that in there. Now that's going to give me a little bit of power. It's not going to be too much, but it's definitely enough to fill that up, surprisingly. I will make a LV, or not an LV, a leadstone flux capacitor thing here soon. But I do want to power that up. And the only sad thing about these dynamos is that they won't output power unless they're turned on. So that kind of sucks. Gonna have to do like 1 for 1. So this wire mill is going to change our lives completely. It's gonna be so good. So let me explain this. These red alloy ingots, watch this. Boom. Never mind. Oh, I would recommend starting off with overclocking off because I don't have the power to power this right now. Even while doing that, wow. Oh, right, because the overclock, I think the overclock is still active. So I'm gonna just let that do its thing. And you know what? I'll even do it like this. Yeah, but you didn't think about that. I'll just put in like 3 or 4. I'll turn that and I'll even wrench that back into place. Very nice. So with copper now, it's going to take some time. I'm going to want to make sure that I still have some sugarcane in here, so I'm not losing power. Now these can be turned into fine copper wire, which is going to be so good. If you remember me talking about it in the first episode, which again, stream you haven't seen yet, but so now I can make fine copper wire instead of normal copper wire. So right now it is 1 ingot to 2 of these wires. Initially, it was 2 to craft into a plate to craft into 1 of these. So it was 2 copper to 1 wire. Now it is 1 to 2. And now I can use the fine copper wire, which is 1 to 4. So in total, I make 8 fine copper wire out of 1 ingot. So that's a big jump for us right now. And honestly, this might be the time to make SNAD. Definitely should. I'm not going to be able to collect it automatically yet, but we can make the steps towards that right now. Which, actually, hold on, what about a piston? Pistons are the same? Yeah, pistons are the same. Never mind. Hold on. What about an observer? Caps lock is on. Oh, never mind. I can actually make that right now. Interesting. Anyways, so let's go with a timer. Can I make that yet? I can. Okay. Little did you know, we're actually about to just destroy everything. So with all sorts of facts, you can slap these next to one of the timers and then use your trusty crescent hammer to activate this side that's right here. It's kind of hard to show you that, but it'll touch this now. Now you just break it. Look how fast that grows. Basically, like super fast, infinite growing sugarcane. And then you can just throw that in there. And yeah, Really anything. Orange, yellow, red. It can show up as a bunch of different things. Depends on the vein type. So I do. Yeah, gray is cool. So I do want to make some sort of like wall type thing around this sugar cane, because I'm gonna also make an observer and a piston, which chops off the top bit of this sugar cane. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that right now. Let's throw everything I don't need in there. You may be wondering, why do I have so many brewing stands, which the rest of them are in here? Never mind, I thought I had a lot more. Guess not. Also, I'm gonna take that iron. So brewing stands are really useful because you can turn them into blaze rods, which you'll need later on to make something like, for example, blaze powder, or a brewing stand in a distillery. Distillery and breweries are very important. We're not quite there yet. That'll be for our good old stuffs later on that I'm gonna hate my life doing, but you know, it is what it is. Also, you can use them to make a maybe module. Okay, all right. You need blaze powder to make the blaze module, but yeah, it's still useful. So yeah, what's the purpose of doing that? I don't know. So, oh right. Observers are weird in that you have to like actually hook them up to things. Also, I guess you set them up reverse. So all I need to do is just put that there and put that there, I think. And this should start working if I break that. Oh boy. Yeah, that's how you do it. So, I'm gonna make something really nice. It's gonna waste a lot of my string / cobweb. Unless I don't need cobweb for anything. Oh no, I need it for a spider data module, and I can't use anything else. All right, you know what? I'll just do that. I'll craft that into stacks upon stacks of string. Before I do anything crazy, let's see if I can find like a sheep or two. So the good thing about string is that I can make wool, and the good thing about wool is that I can make a note block and make a super sound muffler. I didn't need to make that much wool. I just wasted so much string, but whatever. So with the super sound muffler, previously over here, you have this going on. Now, set its range to like 2. There you go. Oh, and a good thing about this is you have all of your redstone just being dropped right there. So I'm just gonna throw not a stack of sugarcane in there. I'm just gonna throw a bit of sugarcane in there. And yeah, let this just do its thing, I guess. Now that we have fine copper wire, we can actually replace these recipes with fine copper wire. So we're gonna get rid of those ones and instead do these ones. Kinda doing a little bit of recording and streaming at the same time. See if there's like just something wrong with the video rendering software, because everything looks fine and smooth, right? Like no issues here. But you know, who knows? It might just blow up on me again.